Hello, people. Just giving my walk and talk experiment a little go. Don't know if you can tell, but I am quite ill at the moment. Yeah, not been sleeping too well the last couple of nights because my nose is so clogged up, I'm just unable to breathe. And a couple of nights I've woken up in quite a panic and out of breath. And I remembered that I've got a mouth and you can actually breathe through your mouth. It's amazing how much you forget when you do panic. You know, I mean, breathing through your nose is such a natural thing that when you lose that ability, well, you've all been there, when you lose that ability to breathe through your nose, you suddenly forget, oh god, I can't breathe. Oh wait, no, I've got a mouth, I can breathe through the mouth. There we go. There's a bus coming, so don't know what you'll be able to hear, but there we go. Right, so I'm just on my way up to campus now, trying an alternate route that I've been told about, which is apparently a little bit quicker and also not quite so uphill. So far they've lied because I've only gone uphill, but eventually I should reach a point where I can start going down a little bit. Now, I lived in Penryn for a good, well, since October, late September, and it is now the beginning of March, so that is almost 6 months. And there's still so much of this village, because it is only a village, or is it a town? I don't know, university campus, probably a town. But I've lived in this area for 6 months now, and there's still yet so much that I haven't explored or found out about. Which is kind of a weird thought, really. I mean, people's lives are so one-directional that they only stick to the same routes. They're not willing to try new directions in case they get lost. But some of the best explorers in history got lost, and that's how they made their explorations. And you know, we'll say we'll go one direction, get a bit lost, go another direction, and oh look, there's America. Look what we discovered, guys. A whole new continent that we didn't know existed. And I'm not comparing myself to those guys, because I guess I am a little bit, but you know, it's walking along, having everyone in their cars looking at me as they drive by. I guess they've not seen a walk and talk being made before. There we go. Right, so I'm at this junction. I think I go straight ahead. Let's give this a go. Who knows, I could be late to lecture. That might be interesting. No, at least I've got a good excuse? What's an excuse? At least I've got a good excuse. Yeah, sorry I was late, guys. Thought I'd go exploring, you know. Be the new, Columbus. Just gonna wait here while this car goes by, and then there's another one about to come by as well. Excuse me. Oh man. Yeah, so like I was saying earlier, I'm not really feeling at all too well. It's all well. Nice little bridge. Going right over the train tracks at the moment by the siding, so I'm pretty sure this is the right way. Yeah, so I'm not feeling too well, and I've been having headaches, blocked noses, sore throat, not been eating really that properly at the moment, so I just don't have an appetite. Don't know if you saw my last video of my sparring session, but I'm still recovering from some of those punches and kicks that I took. So all in all, I'm pretty beaten up. But when's pain ever stopped anyone? Just gotta keep going through it, right? Yeah, so new area, and a lot of bungalows on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, there's lots of almost like council houses, which is quite an interesting setup. One side really nicely built up, and the other side not scummy, but you know, not as nice. And what is it about bungalows that people seem to think that if you live in a bungalow, your house is that little bit nicer? I don't know, maybe because it's a bigger plot of land, because instead of building up, you build out. I don't know. Never lived in one before. Don't know if I'd want to. All on the bottom floor makes certain dangerous activities a lot easier for people. I'm not saying that happens very often, but you never know in the current society we live in. Oh god. Alright, so I can see the top of the hill, so hopefully we'll reach the peak at some point and I'll be able to go down. Right, so just realised I have actually walked this part before, but in the opposite direction. And last time I walked it, I thought to myself, it's almost like a very American suburban sort of built up area. Here you got your bungalow houses, people looking at me through the windows as I hold this camera to my face. I'm not that vain, I hope they realise that. Who knows? God. Yeah, so talking with a blocked nose while going uphill and holding a camera is really not that easy. Maybe I should do this every day, build up my fitness. Be one way of doing it. Experiment in how many walk and talks on this route it will take before I can walk from one. So I'm back purely because so my memory had filled up. I had to delete some footage, then I held the camera up and forgot to press record, so I did about another 7 minutes without actually recording anything. What a genius. So I can't actually remember what I was saying before, but I have, believe it or not, found the campus, as you can see over there. And yeah, so it turns out this exploring stuff is good fun. Yeah, that was it. I was talking about how I could turn this walking, talking videos into a new exercise thing. It's quite tiring. Finally peaked the hill, which goes down for maybe 3 minutes, and it's straight back uphill again. Wonderful, wonderful area, Cornwall. Can't find a piece of flat land anywhere. But there we go. I say that a lot, don't I? There we go. Who's there? Who's we? And who's going? I don't know. I'm going to campus. That's where I'm going. Where you're going, I don't know. Man on a crane. Cool. Yeah. Sorry, I'm really out of it at the moment. This is what 3 hours sleep over 4 nights does to you, when most of those nights involve copious amounts of alcohol and waking up in the morning still somewhat under the effects of. Hi. So, as I'm sure you've probably realised, my camera has cut out twice on me during the walk and talk. That is due to a severe lack of memory on my memory card. So I'm probably going to have to go and buy a new one, slightly bigger, if I want to do that experiment again. So I'm just going to go and round up and wind off what I was saying earlier, if I can remember. I believe what I was really talking about was how you can, I know went on a lot of tangents. But what I was really talking about how was when you live in an area, whether you've been there for 6 months or 6 years, as soon as you've worked out an efficient route from point A to point B of your usual way of travel, that tends to be the only way you stick to. And when you do that, you miss out on a lot of opportunities to go and explore. Like today, I found a new route, and it's not only is it quicker to get to where I need to go, it's also somewhat prettier. Where I need to go, like I say, it's like walking down an American suburb with really pristinely trimmed trees and gardens. Houses look beautiful, the cars are all very nice, the people seem pleasant, and it's just a much nicer route. Very uphill, it's a very harder walk. Not necessarily harder walk, but it was hard today having to talk and walk at the same time. But yeah, next time you're going to go for a route, say no. Let's go left instead of right and see where that takes me. Okay? Give it a go.